An application programming interface, or API, is a set of rules that allows different software applications to communicate and exchange information with each other. Instead of one program needing to know exactly how another program works internally, it simply sends a request to the API and receives a response. APIs make it possible for software systems to work together without exposing their underlying code or databases. Think about using a weather app on your phone. The app does not collect weather information itself. Instead, it sends a request to a weather services API asking for the forecast in your location. The API processes the request, retrieves the weather data, and sends it back to the app, which then displays the information in a user-friendly format. This same process happens millions of times every day across websites, mobile apps, and business systems. APIs are everywhere in modern software. When you log in using a social media account, make an online payment, check your bank balance, stream music, or order food delivery, APIs are working behind the scenes. They connect different systems so they can securely share information and perform actions without requiring users to manually transfer data. For software developers, APIs save enormous amounts of time. Instead of building every feature from scratch, developers can integrate existing services through APIs. For example, an application can use a payment API to process credit cards, a mapping API to display directions, or a messaging API to send text notifications. This allows development teams to focus on creating unique features rather than reinventing common functionality. Most modern APIs use a web standard called REST, which stands for Representational State Transfer. REST APIs typically use HTTP requests such as GET to retrieve information, POST to create new data, PUT to update existing data, and DELETE to remove data. The information exchanged is commonly formatted as JSON or JavaScript Object Notation, because it is lightweight, easy to read, and supported by nearly every programming language. Security is an important part of API design. Organizations often require authentication methods, such as API keys, tokens, or user credentials before allowing access to an API. They also use encryption, rate limiting, and permissions to protect sensitive information and prevent unauthorized access. APIs are especially valuable in large businesses because, well, they allow separate applications to work together. For example, an online store's website may use one API to retrieve product information, another to process payments, another to calculate shipping costs, and another to send confirmation emails. Each system specializes in its own task while communicating through APIs. A well-designed API also makes software easier to maintain and expand. Since applications communicate through standardized interfaces, developers can improve or even replace one system without having to rewrite every connected application. This flexibility really helps organizations deliver new features faster, while reducing costs and technical complexity. In agile software development, APIs often enable multiple teams to work independently. One team can build the customer-facing website, while another develops the back-end services. As long as both teams agree on the API specifications, they can develop and test their work at the same time, which definitely speeds up product delivery. Today, APIs are considered one of the building blocks of cloud computing, mobile applications, artificial intelligence services, and the Internet of Things. Nearly every modern digital service depends on APIs to connect systems, automate processes, and share data efficiently. In simple terms, an application programming interface, or API, is a communication bridge between software applications. It provides a standardized way for programs to request information, perform actions, and exchange data securely, making today's interconnected digital world possible.